My name is Dessa Dunn. I'm an environmental engineering student, and I'm from Pacer City, Georgia. So with my project, I'm focusing on a lot of different aspects. Because the goats are a new introduction to these woods, it's an excellent living laboratory to kind of look at everything and seeing the impact that they have surrounding them. Because what the goats are there for initially is that Driftmier is covered in invasive plant species, invasive plants that are they're non-native to an area and they're not supposed to be there. Like English ivy, those are invasive plant species to this area. So the goats are there to eat everything. And they're actually doing quite a good job. But as much good as they do, they can actually harm. I mean, of course, like when I say that they eat all these plants, they eat just about anything. They'll go in and they'll eat a lot of native plants as well because they really have no preference. My thought was how their eating habits affecting the world around them. Do they impact the soil, the vegetation, everything around them? And so I set up 2 experiments in Driftmier Woods, which is the goats' new locations, specifically dealing with English ivy because it's an invasive plant species that they'll eat. And it's a vegetation that, is holding the ground together. It's almost a trade-off system. You have English ivy that's invasive to the area, that's not supposed to be there. But at the same time, any kind of vegetation is going to keep soil and water all there and structured. It's going to prevent any erosion from happening. I went inside the goat paddocks and I just basically counted all of the ivy count, the leaf litter, and then I was able to fully understand the amount of vegetation that was present inside. So then once they're done in a couple of weeks, I'm going to go back in and see the actual impact that they have on the vegetation. Because then I can kind of compare it to my mocking, and maybe I wasn't as much good of a goat as I could have been. But all in all, this is to really study just the evidence of their impact on erosion.